it. A little bit of bribery. A little bit of bribery. I love you. That was not a good start. So I haven't really had a whole lot going on the past couple of days. It's been super exciting, except for the fact that I got a bunch of my SmartPack stuff in yesterday, and I'm really excited. And I wanted to review. I got the Back on Track Royal Tendon boots. We've been using a pair of open fronts from Horse, and they've been great. But we need something a little bit more grown up than lime green open front boots, and I want him to wear something, there's nothing, it's boots. I really want him to wear something at home that we can wear it shows. I like to keep things as consistent as possible when I go from schooling at home to horse shows. I feel like there's a big enough change in atmosphere that you don't need to start changing equipment too. So I am in love with these boots. The strike plate is super hard on them, and they're pretty stiff, which I really kind of like because they're going to serve a really great purpose of protecting his legs if we get into a hairy situation on the cross-country course or over fences and stuff, and they're really going to protect those important tendons. The closure is a little snap, super easy, but not too easy. I don't like boots that come off really easy, and I feel like if you're out running cross country and you get hung up, the last thing I want is for my boot to come flying off, if at all possible. I got him the cob size. All of the reviews on SmartPack said that they are a little bit big. He's about 15.3, so from the reviews that I read, people had 15.3, 16.1 still in a cob size boot. It seems like it's going to be a pretty good size for him, so we're going to go ahead and try it on, and I'm super excited to see how it fits. So I'm gonna get him tied, and then we'll be right back. Right, buddy? You trying your new boots? It's like, yeah, lady, let me finish eating my hay. Alrighty, so here we go. He's like, what are you doing, Mom? One of the things I can't say enough of, just as a segue, is buy a horse that ties, or teach your horse to tie, because you never know when you're gonna need it. It's handy in instances like this, but anywhere, like, your horse should always tie. Okay, so they came with this nifty little pool noodle. We are going to pop these on and see how they do. So the fit is pretty snug. These fit him really well. They're a little short, but I think that if I had gone any bigger, they would have pinched the back of the knee. Let's bring you over here so you can see. So they look real nice from the front. I really like the contrast in the stitching. And they fit his leg pretty well. His knee is about here. You can't see through all of his fuzz, but they're pretty snug. And I feel like that's a really good fit. I think if I had gotten them 2 inches taller in the horse size, they would have pinched the back of his knee a little bit. He's got like maybe an inch of room, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. But I really like how they fit. They're really nice and snug. The snap is pretty easy to snap on and off. I don't know if you can see. But I feel like they're really secure. And I really like how durable the material feels. And of course, they're Back on Track, and everybody who knows me knows how much I love Back on Track. So all in all, I think we're going to give these boots 2 thumbs up. I haven't ridden in them yet. We got lessons going on all afternoon, and I try to stay out of the ring when there's a bunch of littles riding. To add a green horse into that just really isn't fair. So I will add to the blog when I get done riding in them, but I have a feeling unless they really hold sand, they're gonna be great. The only thing that's kind of a drawback is that I don't know how they want you to wash them. It didn't come with wash instructions. I'm sure you can find it on the Back on Track website. I'm gonna do a little bit more research into that, and I probably should have before I did this video, but I didn't because that's how I roll. All in all, great boots. I got them, again, they're the Back on Track Royal Tendon boots. I got them off of the SmartPack website. They're about $80, which I think is pretty fair for a sturdy open front boot. I will update as we see how they hold up, especially over fences. He can be a little bit wonky with his legs sometimes as he's still figuring things out. And hopefully they don't, hopefully they hold up because I like them. And I think they look fancy on his legs. He looks like a fancy horse, which is the goal. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Ow, you bit me. Ouch, Charlie. Feel free to follow us on social media. I figured out that I can put the links below in the description. So I'm going to do that instead of like talking to you about, you know, these are our handles. So go ahead, figure out, or I have figured out, easy for me to say, how to put the link in the description. So go ahead and click those links. You can follow us. I'm going to put a written review of these on the blog as well, www.fortheloveofjake.wordpress.com if you would prefer, or if you need something to look back on, or send to your friends, or send them a video, or both, because we're pretty cool. And we're really enjoying this little vlogging adventure. Huh, buddy? He's like, I just want my hair.